So I think we cannot look at coalition without its leadership. So if you look at India's history over the last 30 odd years, we have had many coalition governments. So you see a coalition government with a strong leader, or you see a coalition government with a weak leader. And the moment you reflect through this prism, you can see that a coalition government with a strong leader had done very well. If you look at the change that the first major coalition government, 1991, Mr. Narasimha Rao, there's history today, he gave India the economic or the large dose of economic freedom. We became independent really due to Mr. Narasimha Rao. Then you had Mr. Vajpayee, who had a coalition government, but a strong leader with clear head, etc. Then we had a coalition government for a long time, but maybe the leadership was divided or whatever, etc. And so they built on the momentum provided by Mr. Vajpayee, but they lost their way somewhere and whatever happened. And then we had this big slump from 2011-12 onwards, which went on for a long period of time. And now you have Mr. Modi, a strong leader, and they look at the kind of statements that have come in the last 4 days from his partners, from the world, etc., that, oh, this is so much more to look forward to instead of, being worried about.
Right.
And I am a lot into nature, and I try and read those signals. And I clearly see this, that if had nature wanted Mr. Modi to be defeated, it was easy. Nature has said, I've given you a shock, I have not defeated you. So I think Mr. Modi, knowing him, he is going to take this very seriously, and he looks forward to, and we can talk more about it, that how many good things do I see out of this kind of government. So I think I have zero worries about this coalition, and the partners that he has got, and particularly Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu is the original progress thinker of this country.
True.
Way back 25 years, or maybe more, he was the one who was building the metro in Hyderabad, the electronic city, the new airport and whatnot. So to have two of them together with the major partners, I think speaks wonders about what to expect.
Sometimes reforms can have a near-term impact on growth, and which is what I was trying to understand from you, sir, that if the world is going through an anemic period of growth, if it does, and if India can shine, but it can't really outshine in a very big fashion what's happening around the world, will the government, to your mind, take reforms even if it impacts near-term growth, or will it be a mix of a judicious choice of some reforms and some fiscal push in order to ensure that growth doesn't get impacted too badly?
So Neeraj, if you just look at what happened, did the government attempt demonetization however it went? It was known it will dampen. But the government said for the long term this is worth attempting.
Right.
They attempted it. And then GST. They attempted GST before they were going to face a general election. This government is all about long term.
Okay.
And a lot of the bottom level reforms have been done. So I think the ones that are going to be attempted now are not the ones that will disrupt economy like GST, etc., etc.
Got it.
So I think I have no fear at all. I think all of them will expedite growth. Secondly, and we are not even talking of very long-term growth. I think this government has shown enough gumption and understanding that 12 months, you don't have to worry, 12 becomes 18, 24 months. And in the first year of the government, they are not even going to think twice about it.
Got it, sir.